All right, video 3. I'm pumped. I'm excited. So, last time at the end of my second video, I said I was going to get a gym membership, and I did. I've been to the gym about 3 or 4 times now. I go kind of on a upper lower split, and it's been going really good. I've been super sore. Like, I can't believe how sore I get, but it's just such a good feeling. Um, I've been there a few times now, and it still feels like I've got a mountain of work in front of me, but we're chipping away at it. Every time I go, every time I do a workout, you're super sore, but I'm always just kind of like lying there, and I kind of enjoy the soreness. Like I'm feeling like it's just progress, right? So yeah, I've been feeling really good about that. It's the first steps on my last journey. It's the one that doesn't end. I'm really looking forward to making this a sustainable part of my life, and I'm really happy to be kind of taking those steps forward now. So pretty proud of myself for that. Today, I want to talk about why discipline matters, and I want to talk about my let's call it my plans for success, my foundation stones, the 4 pillars of success. So, let's talk about discipline real quick because I ain't got a lot of it. Working out isn't about aesthetics for me, right? I'm trying to go to the gym right now and just show up. It's about getting there. It's about establishing a routine. It's about being consistent. Um, and why do I value that? Why is that important to me right now? And it's because historically speaking, when things in my life start drifting off track, like when I start doing kind of like the standard, I would call it, where I just kind of like lose track of things, it's really because I start seeing success, which is kind of a it's an interesting thing, but it's true. And I'm just speaking honestly here, but like my discipline has been kind of a little bit too weak to keep me back on track. So my initial effort usually typically always pays off. And then I just kind of get hit by that comfort zone. I enter the comfort zone. I typically say something to myself like, oh, yeah, we're doing good. I feel great. I've been going to the gym a while. Like, I've been consistent. I can crack a beer tonight. Yeah, no problem. It's not a big deal. Or then like something will pop up where I have to like readjust my schedule. And instead of like fighting for that time slot on my schedule, I'm like, yeah, that's okay. I can go to the gym tomorrow or whatever. Not a big deal. But like being honest with you guys, like that it's just consistent. It's just inconsistency like creeping its way back in. Like those are just the cracks of that comfort zone starting to show, right? So I never have a strong enough reason that just kind of like propels myself past the comfort zone. Um, and what is my reason to go past that? Like, why make things harder for myself? Why put in more work? Why suffer through more pain? Or face bigger challenges when you don't need to, right? Um, so this is kind of the crossroads I feel for where my problems rest. This is kind of like where my problems kind of always intersect my ambitions. Um, and it's this cycle of that problem itself is kind of the cause of this cycle of negativity that I always go through because I'm never able to answer that question in my mind. Like, why would I want to push harder? Why do I want to go past the comfort zone? Because I just never have a reason. So I go up to the comfort zone, I go back down. And then I'm like, dang, like what happened? I was doing so good. So I correct myself, I get back up there, same thing happens, and I slide back down. It's exhausting and it's kind of like really frustrating at this stage of my life that I'm still having that same issue. So we need to correct it, at least I do. When there's no sustainable answer for why am I doing something, I can't expect there to be a sustainable action that drives a change in my life. So I need a plan. And if I'm serious about ending this frustrating cycles I keep going through, I can't do it on like 2 thumbs up, trucker hat, crack a beer vibes, like, let's go. Because that it just doesn't work for me anymore. Like it's just not getting me to the destination I want to get to. I really need to build some discipline with like foundational stone quality, like that unwavering stability that keeps me on track when I'm running through problems in the long game. So, hey Milo, as of like what is my why, like my reason now, to me it's pretty clear that unless I do succeed at pushing past this comfort zone in my life, I'm never ever ever going to have the self-respect that I desire. I'm never ever going to have a chance to come close to my maximum potential, and I'm really just never going to be the man that I want to be. um, that's quite simply the truth here. If I don't do these things, I feel like it's just going to continuously build up and eat at me, this like regret. And it's going to just keep going until the day I die. So that stress from that, I think, is just too much at this point. I've been in the comfort zone for far too long. The weight of regret is just piling up. And I really just, I'm ready to face it, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm at the point now where the fear of trying is gone and it's just time for action. Um, the pain that comes with like the work, the discipline, um, the long hours, like I'm ready for it. I'm ready to put that effort in because like the pain of that work, the pain of that dedication is going to be less than the pain that I'm feeling with this regret. Like the pain of regret is past it. So there's no reason to say no at this point. Um, it's just the price I'm willing to pay. In fact, I want to pay it. Like I'm ready to go. That's what the gym is all about. It's the first step. It's me kind of just getting ready, putting the boots on, getting ready to do the work. Like I've been going about my life so logically and economically. I feel like I've just kind of been following the rules and playing the game, but the truth is like this logical and economical approach to life, it just feels like I'm going through life driving a Prius. Like I've been driving a Prius for the last decade of my life, but like I don't want to be going through life like that. I want a 911 manual. So in order to get there, in order to get that, I really need some foundations I can build off. I need to achieve a level of discipline that will get me there. So how am I going to do that? So this is where I'm building the four pillar stones. I'm going to call it like my four foundational pillars I'm building off. It's really just the direction I'm choosing to go in. These are just like kind of like my personal commitments. Like, how do I get there? Um, the premise of my logic here is like, let's say I'm walking down a beach and I see myself, and it's like a version of myself that has higher potential. It's like, what am I trying to achieve in like a 3 year period? Put like the maximum potential of that achievement like in front of me on the beach. It would be just like a more authentic version, maximum potential, all that good stuff, right? So for me, like the first thing I would notice, like the differences between who I am now and that person, it would just be like a quick eye test. You'd be like, dang, this guy looks good, probably. Like the level of discipline and results over a 3 year period of time, like just the results that that would bring would be visually evident. You would be able to see really quickly, like, hey, that guy works out on a regular basis. That guy's drinking beers on a regular basis. And it's not rocket science, right? Like, it's pretty obvious. I think we can all agree that a guy going to the gym is going to look a lot better than a guy going to the bars every night. But yet, if it's so logical, like, why am I not doing one and why am I still doing the other? I mean, for me, the first pillar has got to be the body. Train the body, use training, use the gym time to build consistency, build discipline, build commitment. That happens in the gym, that happens with the training program, that happens with putting in the work on a regular basis. So just committing to that, I think, is step one. That's why, again, the gym membership for me is so big. I can achieve the discipline required in order to sustain this like better version of myself by learning discipline through a gym routine. I think that's what I'm trying to say. And again, it might sound stupid, it might sound really obvious, but again, the big question mark in the room above my head is like, well, if it's so easy, it's so logical, why are you not doing this? Like, it's time to stop thinking about all that stuff. It's time to start doing it. I know the answer, I'm doing it. The second pillar I'm going to work on here is just quite simply the development of a sharpened mind. Initially walking up to myself on the beach, I would notice the body, right? But it's after a short interaction with yourself where you would see, hey, this guy's well spoken. He's got a clear mind. Like, this guy's thoughts are focused. His speech is accurate, and he's able to kind of like summarize complex topics into like understandable sentences without rambling like I do all the time. So you would be able to determine pretty quick, like, hey, he's got a good body, intelligent, well mannered. Like, that's something I really need to work on. Um, and I think the big thing too is like I see that person as in someone who's grounded and secured in their beliefs, right? So if I go to the gym on a workout plan, why not a learning plan? Why not read for an hour a day or practice a new skill like video editing? 'Cause that's coming next. I did get a video editing program, but I need to work on that. These videos are not up to quality. um, Getting back to on topic here, like, to me, my mind is really simply what I hold to be true and why. Like, if I don't choose my own beliefs, somebody else is going to push their own beliefs onto me. That's going to happen. So I want to be the most authentic and unique version of myself I can be. Like, I want to be grounded in my own views and my own beliefs, and I want to have examined those views and beliefs for myself. Like, I want to take those ideas, analyze them, and figure out which ones I like more. So for me, the mind is pillar number two because the mind drives the body. And you need a sharp body, you can also sharpen the mind. Like, I got to work on both of these things equally. I don't have a thing like one's better than the other. They're both good. That's all. Um, Even if I only did these two things, I'm pretty sure I would be a heck of a lot farther along in life than where I'm at now. I feel like I'd be a much better person if I committed to these two things. Just an hour of learning and a gym routine. I think that would go a heck of a long way. Especially when starting out. Like, I don't feel like it's an overreach either. It doesn't seem like a large commitment, which is one of the big things about these pillars. The reason why these are foundational stones is because for me, they're sustainable. It's something I can do week after week, month after month, year after year. And hopefully it opens a lot of doors for me. Pillar number three, I think, is going to be the soul. Now, before I go crazy off the hinges here, I don't want to get complex or metaphysical or throw out any other crazy philosophical meanings. I really just want to keep it simple. Like, hey, you're unique. Your DNA has never existed in the entirety of the universe. Like, you are one of one, and you will only ever be one of one. So share like your authentic self to the world. Like, don't try to be anybody else. In fact, if you're trying to be anybody else, I'm talking to myself here, it's kind of a tragedy. I think when you build your body and you put in the effort into your body, I think when you put in the effort to your mind and you get your body built, your mind is finely tuned. I think you can kind of arrive in a place where maybe like your mind, body, and soul are all kind of aligned, and you can kind of achieve this state of ability to share your authentic self because you're just going to be naturally you. You're going to be happy. You're going to be this best version of you, and you just own it, right? Like, you're owning your uniqueness. You're happy and proud of who you are. And like I said, you're grounded in your beliefs and views. So that version of ourselves the rest of the world sees walking on the beach is like our best version. Like, that's kind of what I want to try to work toward. I want to be the best version of myself. And I mean, why not make the world a better place and share that? Like, I could be a slob and I could smell bad and not get haircuts or not shave for months, but is that really the person I want to be walking down the streets who other people have to interact with? I'd rather be a better version of myself. I think the last pillar for me is also kind of going to be something that can be a lot bigger, but I'm going to try to simplify it here for you. It's just organization, right? Time and respecting time. I think I would summarize the fourth pillar as time. Um, I believe long term consistency will trump short term intensity. So respecting the long term game, respecting time, respecting commitments, respecting other things people have built, like their time and their effort that went into that, like recognizing how big some of these things can get, what people have achieved. It's not productivity for productivity's sake because we really don't know how much time we have left. Like nobody really truly knows that. So I don't think it's a massive amount of time I'm really thinking about when it comes to like what's can I achieve 90% of my goal in 2 to 3 years? Maybe. I don't think it's a massive amount of time. Um, but I'd prefer to get there sooner rather than later. Like, I'd rather have it achieved sooner and not waste a bunch of time doing it. I'd like to be efficient about how I go about it, as is what I'm trying to say. And of course, like, I mean, it's logical. The sooner I get there, the sooner where I get to where I'm going and I'm secured in that, the sooner I can help out another person. The sooner I can make a bigger difference in the world. I can help other people. I can like feel pride and joy in that. And from that point, like who knows what else is achievable? Like who knows how these things snowball into more positive avenues and more positive effects in the world. So these are the four pillars I'm going to try to achieve to create like a better version of myself. It's mind, body, soul, and time. Um, Organization of time is maybe the best way to put it. These are the commitments I'm making. I'm going to try to put a little bit into each one. I've got my workout schedule. Next, I'm going to kind of maybe I can make a video on like the learning stuff because I have a couple ideas here. I've got a couple books I want to read, a couple places I want to start on this, but I haven't started the mind pillar like I have with the body. The body for me was really straightforward. Go get a gym, start making momentum, start working on stuff. So I'm really happy about that. I think the next video I'll focus on the mind stuff. Try to figure out what I'm going to do with that. I think it'd be really cool too if I do something with the channel where I can maybe do like book stuff or try to like what I learned from this book or what I learned, try to share that with other people. I don't know. I don't know, but I'm always happy to share my progress too and the ups and downs along the way. I don't think these four pillars are going to make anybody's life easier. I just want to be clear about that. I really feel like I'm choosing these because they make my goals achievable. They're realistic, they're sustainable. I think it's something anybody can do. Anybody's got a body. Everyone's got a body. Everyone's got a mind and a soul. Well, maybe I believe that. I don't know if other people do, but I mean, I think you could apply the same logic to anybody else. So I think that's pretty cool. This is what I'm trying to commit to, trying to improve myself. I hope the struggles of my journey help you along the way with yours. Um, yeah, I really. My name's Nick, and when it comes to life, never stop chasing. Take care.